When I think of the Thriving Immigrant Congregation initiative that we've had here, the first thing that I'm thinking about is that the immigrant congregation journey is not new in the U.S. There is a sense in which our group of churches are just a continuation of the experience of being immigrant Christians in the United States, in a continuation of a long history of immigrant congregations in the United States. So that's the first insight. So this is not something accidental. It's something that actually has been in the history of Christianity in the U.S. and maybe even longer than that in the history of the world. Immigrant congregations have always been there. That's the first thing that I can think of as an insight. The second insight is that the current journey of immigrant congregations in the United States is actually important for the viability and sustaining Christian faith in the United States. And the last thing that I'm thinking of is how resilient these immigrant congregations have been in spite of the difficulties that they've experienced in their congregational life, such as changing demographics within the church. That is, people who are first generations, as they're called, or second generation, or sometimes third generations, or whose cultural settings have changed, and yet they're able to continue together as Christians. I think that that's a good indicator of resiliency. The participating immigrant congregations, I think, have been helped in knowing that they all share in similar experiences. So none of them is different from the other, even though some are more recent than others, but they all share the difficulties of managing multiple languages. We sometimes call them either Korean language, English language, Chinese language. Sometimes even within Chinese congregations, there's Mandarin, and then there's Cantonese, and there's English. And then, of course, the African congregation, the same thing, whether it's East African languages or West African languages, plus English. So the generational aspect, I think they have been able to share their experiences, has helped various congregations who have participated in this journey. I've been reading some of the reports that have come to us, and one thing that stands out is the importance of taking time to think together, to develop a sense of leadership that actually devotes time to learning about each other and to be patient with each other. I think that has helped the congregations. The word is, do not despair. Have hope. Do not think of your current situation as something that God is not in. Especially as we face uncertain times in this country, it is important to not lose hope. So continue in the work, create venues for time to know each other, and be bold about the gospel, because only the gospel has transforming power in the context of the current situation. So if the immigrant congregations actually participate in giving time to hear one another, I think there is hope for Christianity in this country.